Good morning everybody, welcome to this week's Tiller's Turf Talk. Hope you're all keeping really well. So it's Friday and we are edging into the weekend once again and the end of another busy week at Tiller's. So lots been going on this week, all the regular stuff, so lots of mowing and hoovering, cultivation works. There's irrigation pipes going out at the moment. Although we had 31mm of rain on Wednesday night, I'm pretty sure it will not be too long before things are drying up and we need the irrigation system on again. So it's a bit topsy-turvy with the weather, but hey ho, we're coping and we're seriously busy, harvest-wise, everything going really well. And also at the moment, lots of seed going in the ground, and with the ground moisture at the moment, the strike's fantastic, germination rate brilliant, and doing everything we could possibly wish it to do. So this week we're going to have a look at a topic we looked at before, and that's our wildflower turf. So out in the field behind me, as you can see, looking absolutely spectacular. So let's jump in, get up close and personal with the flowers and look at our Flora Pollinator, Flora Meadow products, talk a bit about some of the species in there, and yeah, let's get in and enjoy it. We're going to focus on the two key wildflower turf products that we grow at Tiller's here, and that's our Flora Pollinator and our Flora Meadow. So we'll start with the Pollinator. We tend to sow a mix of 25 to 30 different species. We do put a little pinch of annuals in there, just to give it a little bit of early colour and a bit of early display. But already, considering it's only May, very early in the year still, giving us a fantastic display, good diversity of species, and there's lots of bees flying around, other insects and bits and pieces, which is another key reason for putting it in, as well as the absolutely looks fantastic. So we'll have a look at a few of the key species that we're seeing early on. So we start off, you can't miss it, we've got the common poppy in here. As we know, this is an annual, and interestingly, certainly back in former times, poppies were certainly just seen as an agricultural weed and a nuisance. Hence the reason they fall into that cornfield annuals category, along with things like corn cockle, cornflower, corn chamomile, all these kind of things. They're all associated with being weeds, pests in agricultural crops. But obviously these days, we respect the poppy a lot more. It's a lot more poignant, and obviously it's symbolic of remembrance of those that fell, and we'll forever be in their debt. So I think it looks absolutely fabulous and a fitting tribute to the fallen. And other species we have in here, we have things like red campion, just there, very pretty flower, usually pretty reliable. Looking absolutely amazing. And then going a little bit further, we have this little yellow one here. This is kidney vetch, you can quite see it there. And again, great flower for bees, for pollinators. And it's interesting really, traditional herbalists used to use kidney vetch as a medication for stomach problems, and not surprisingly for kidney problems. So, everything has a story in here, everything has a purpose, and yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. So what else have we got? And coming up in flower, this one just about to break bud here, we've got the ever reliable oxeye daisies. Again, always a pretty good display pretty much throughout the year, and sort of ever present, ever reliable. We also have down here, not quite in flower yet, let's see if we can pull it up, there we go, a bit of salad burnet. We do put a little bit of greater burnet in as well, which are just very similar but slightly bigger. So lots of other things coming through in the base. So we've got things like self-heal, we've got things like, there's some ecum here, which Viper's bug loss coming through, there's some yarrow, there's some wild carrot. So yeah, lots going on, and this is going to give us fantastic visual interest throughout the year. So what we'll do now, we'll pop over, have a look at the Flora Meadow, and we'll talk a little bit about that one. Now, Flora Meadow is slightly different to the Flora Pollinator, as in we do include sort of one or two additional species, but more importantly we introduce a few grasses into this. So we don't use any kind of broadleaf grasses, so you won't find any ryegrass or Yorkshire fog or anything like that in here. It's sown with mainly sort of fine fescue species, maybe a little bit of crested dog's tail, things that aren't going to dominate and take over the meadow. So as I say, flowering wise, quite similar to the Pollinator at the moment, with the poppies, the red campion. But in the meadow mix, we also include, let's see if we find some here. There we go. some bulbous buttercup. Now buttercups are synonymous in the old days of meadows where traditional methods of grazing were used. So things like cows would go on there, and we know buttercup is often associated with cows. I mean, there's that cartoon character, I can't quite remember the name, that's always got the buttercup in the mouth, and I think Ermintrude, something like that. Those of a generation I'm sure will remember. So grasses wise, at the moment, the grasses as well can create some fantastic flowers. So if you've just got this little bit of fescue here that I found, you can see there already, the florets here look absolutely fantastic, and just makes a really welcome addition to the actual display itself. But also there's a value to the stems too. So the stems give perfect perching places for things like beetles and other kind of insects that like to perch on there, and it just adds just a second diversity and another string to the wildflower bow, shall we say. So all in all, two fantastic products. There are other ones we grow too. If you want any more information on any of it, then have a look on our website. So I think this is a great place to finish the video, and I just want to thank everybody as always for watching. Thank you for all your subscriptions. We're over 600 now, which is absolutely fantastic. It means a lot to me, it means a lot to the company that you take the time and show the interest in what we do. So we're going to bring you lots more. There's lots of exciting stuff coming up. We have a load of growers from the other side of the world coming over in a couple of weeks' time, so preparations are underway for that. We'll be doing a video on that. And yeah, if you like the video, please share it, please like, tell your friends about us, help us grow the channel. And in the meantime, a fab weekend. We'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Cheers for now.